G'day, and welcome to this Mark's Reviews and Tutorials video. Can you hear that racket coming out of this spa? This is a spa with a timber cabinet, and what you get happening is they can set up vibrations and reverberation when the motor's mounted. This one here, as you can see, there's little bits of wood shoved in here as different panels of vibrator and carried on. And now, at this vent, have a look. You can tell it's definitely vibrating here. There we go. Just a matter of finding the board that's doing all the vibrating. But when you've got an old cabinet like this, in actual fact, this has been just chasing different vibrations because the motor's gotten old, the bearings have gotten old, and they're just starting to shake. So one way to do it is you can put new bearings and seal in a motor. But this one's actually got a very old 2-speed motor in it. It's done well to last, but it's just causing these vibrations all over the place. So what we're actually going to do, running on high speed is still really good, but here they've decided to put a new little circ pump in, much more efficient when the spa's heating, and then we're just going to change the old 2-speed pump so the high speed still runs to run the boost jets, but we won't use the low speed anymore on that other pump, and that'll solve the problem. And we also, I'm just going to pull this panel off now and fix that. As I said, you see it in there, there's a little piece of timber has been pushed in there, so that holds tight so it doesn't vibrate anymore. But it's not just a matter of fixing the cabinet, because it moves, different doors rattle, different pieces of timber rattle. It's the fact that there's something vibrating in here, which needs to be addressed. So I'll pull this off and I'll show you inside. But there's lots of different options, and one of them obviously is to put a smaller, more efficient circulation pump on, and one of them, you can of course just chase these, and eventually you'll get them all, I suppose. Over here you'll see a tail. You see there's foam been added here and here, all the different things that have been done to try and stop it from vibrating. And down here there's rubber under the motor, there's foam under the back of the motor. So yeah, and as a matter of fact, even to my eye, I can see that moving and vibrating. So this motor, it's just because it's gotten old, and just the bearings, it just sets up that reverberation. And yeah, look over there again. You see where there's been glue put on that to try and stop those boards. So it really has been chasing our tail for a while. So the solution we're going to come to now, this old Survivor is still running fine and not vibrating at high speed. So we're actually going to change the plumbing. It means putting in 2 different suctions. I'll make a video about it when we do it, and put in a circ motor. So the circ motor will run through the filter and back through one of the jets, and then the boost motor will just run the jets. This has got extra jets, so we can do that without a problem. We just need to add a couple of suctions for the boost motor. So this will now draw direct from the bottom rather than through the filters. This panel here was just a couple of very thin nails, as you can see there, and it was just vibrating on. So I'm going to put some glue down. You can put silicone or glue, anything, so it'll just hold so it won't vibrate. And while I'm at it, I'll just make sure the glue gets on each of these joints here so there's no vibration. I'm going to get a screwdriver and I'm going to lift this off as well, as long as I can do it without breaking it. If it's been glued already, you don't want to force it, there's no point. But if they're loose at all, I'll lift them up and get glue onto them so it stops vibrating and take away that horrid noise. There we go, glue underneath, and I put it on all of the joints, all the bits. I put it up on the edge here, and then press those nails just back into the same holes. That's all gorgeous. And over the back, I ran glue around the outside edge of all the boards I could get to. This has been insulated. Have a look at the link up the top to see about how I insulated this, and it did make a big difference in the heating costs, and particularly how long it takes to heat the spa by insulating these doors. So hopefully you'll see also on each of these joins here, just put a little bit of glue just to stop them from rattling, just to hold them still. And I'll let that dry now and then put it back on, and we'll see how we go.